conference season rolls on, and so do we here on CA Hoops Weekly, powered by Under Armour. I'm Bobby Broyles, along with the one and only Rob Washburn. Once again, Kelly McCarthy will be joining us later to discuss the latest going on around CA women's basketball. But let's begin today on the men's side, Rob, as we have a three-way tie atop the CA standings at 4-1 after Northeastern handed Hofstra its first conference loss, and William & Mary posted the biggest comeback in school history to defeat UNCW.
Yeah, two absolutely outstanding games between teams that look like contenders for the CA title. Let's start in Williamsburg, where the Tribe trailed by 22 points late in the first half before rallying for a 76-72 victory. William & Mary put 52 points on the board in the second half as Marcus Thornton and Omar Pruitt combined for 30 over the final 20 minutes. The Tribe also came up big at the free throw line, where it made 19-20 and improved to 8-0 at home this season. Now, certainly a tough loss for a UNCW squad that saw its three-game winning streak come to an end. The Seahawks got a terrific performance from senior Addison Spruill, who poured in a career-high 33 points on 12 of 16 shooting from the floor. Now in Boston, there were 13 ties and 15 lead changes before Northeastern used a late 11-0 run to pick up a 91-83 victory over Hofstra. The Huskies shot a sizzling 64% from the floor and got 22 points from David Walker, 21 from Scott Etherton, and 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists from point guard T.J. Williams to snap the Pride's 6-game winning streak. Hofstra got strong performances from guard Wanye Green, who recorded his 5th double-double with 21 points and 11 assists, and Amin Tanksley, who also had a double-double with 15 points and a team-high 11 rebounds.
The CAA season certainly has heated up, and it continues Thursday night on the Comcast Sportsnet affiliates and CAA.TV as James Madison makes the trip to Philly to take on Drexel in the DAC.
Yeah, this sets up to be a very interesting contest. JMU has dropped its last 2 games after a 2-0 CA start, but can move within a game of first place with a victory tonight. The Dukes have been very balanced offensively, with 4 players averaging between 9 and 11 points per game, but Coach Matt Brady is looking for more consistency from his team and a better job of rebounding. Ron Curry provides a steady presence for JMU in the backcourt, and sophomore forward Yohani Dallenberg is one of the most improved players in the league, averaging 10.5 points and 5.5 rebounds per game while shooting 59% from the floor. Now, Drexel has once again been hindered by injuries and only has 8 healthy players, but Coach Bruiser Flynn has made adjustments, and the Dragons have been playing much better over the past few games. Damian Lee has been spectacular this year, leading the conference in scoring with nearly 21 points per game. He's also leading the league in steals. He's 8th in CA with 6 rebounds per game. He's shown no ill effects from last year's knee injury and has established himself as one of the premier players in this conference.
Thursday night's game will also be the first of 4 CA watch parties hosted by the league at select Buffalo Wild Wing locations in Baltimore leading up to the CAA Men's Basketball Championship. Buffalo Wild Wings in Columbia, Maryland invites fans to come and enjoy an evening of CA basketball, have fun meeting other CA and college hoops fans, and win some prizes such as upcoming tickets to the CAA Men's Basketball Championship. So if you are in the Baltimore area, head over to Buffalo Wild Wings in Columbia to watch Thursday night's contest between the Dukes and the Dragons. Moving on to this weekend's action, it will be a matchup between 2 teams we talked about earlier, Rob, as UNCW continues their road trip north to take on Hofstra.
Yeah, as we touched on before, both of these teams were riding impressive winning streaks before suffering close losses on Wednesday night, so they'll need to bounce back quickly. This is actually the second meeting of the season as the Pride rallied from an 11-point halftime deficit to win 68-56 at Trask Coliseum in the CA opener on January 3rd. Now, neither team shot the ball very well in that game, but Hofstra was able to get to the free throw line 43 times, including 25 in the second half, and outscored the Seahawks 28-10 from the charity stripe. This game features 4 of the league's top 10 scorers in CA play, with UNCW's Freddie Jackson and Addison Spruill and Hofstra's Wanye Green and Amin Tanksley. It should be a very entertaining contest.
Indeed, indeed. Now here is a look at the rest of this week's action around CAA men's basketball.
Cheer more in Baltimore as the road to the Final Four kicks off with the Colonial Athletic Association Men's Basketball Championship, March 6th through 9th at the Royal Farms Arena. A new money-saving fan package includes a room at your choice of hotels, 2 harbor passes, 2 admissions to the Power Plant Live Fan Fest, and an option to purchase discounted tickets for the championship. Come for the tourney and stay for the fun. Score your fan package today at baltimore.org.
Kelly McCarthy is back with us here to talk women's hoops. On the women's side, there is no surprise to see JMU at the top of the league standings, but they indeed have some company heading into the weekend as Hofstra also is undefeated in league play, Kelly, and they're led by a sensational freshman.
That's right, Bobby. Ashuni Durant has been outstanding for the Pride so far this season. She's not only picked up her 4th CAA Rookie of the Week honor, but she was named the National Freshman of the Week. She leads all freshmen in scoring and rebounding this season, and she's been a catalyst for Hofstra. The Pride will meet her on Thursday at Delaware as they try to complete their road trip with a 3-0 record and stay unbeaten in conference play. Only one game separates the top 4. Hofstra and JMU are undefeated, while Drexel and Elon stand at 3-1. Both teams will have a crack at JMU this week.
Well, let's talk about those two matchups, Kelly, beginning Thursday night as Elon will host JMU in Alumni Gym, a game you can see on CAA.TV.
This is going to be a fun one, Bobby. As one of the top teams in the league, Elon is going to be the first real test for James Madison. Not only have the Phoenix won 5 of their last 6 games, but they're so tough at home at 6-2 in Alumni Gym. One of the constants in Elon's lineup has been transfer Essence Baucom. She's second in the league in assists and really makes this offense go. Elon has been getting that little extra spark from the bench, which has been outscoring opponents handily this season. Sophomores Lauren Brown and Jennifer Rose have been providing that boost. James Madison brings a lot of weapons of its own. You have Precious Hall, who can score from anywhere, the great court vision of Angela Mickens, and Jasmine Gwathmey, who's beginning to find her stride. But Elon needs to find an answer for Lauren Okafor. She's been the difference maker for the Dukes this season. She refocused over the summer and worked on getting into better shape, and it's paid off. Coach Kenny Brooks has been able to keep his center out on the court longer, and her presence in the paint is daunting for opponents.
Then heading into the weekend, the Dukes will continue to have their hands full as Drexel comes to Harrisonburg for a 2 p.m. showdown at the Convo, another game that will be available on CA.TV.
Absolutely, Bobby. The Dukes return home for the first time in 12 days, so you know they're happy to be in front of their hometown crowd. This is another test for both teams, and it will be interesting to see how it shakes out. One of the things Kenny Brooks has stressed for his Dukes this year is defense. But you know who knows a lot about defense? Denise Dillon and the Drexel Dragons. Entering the weekend, they were tops in the CAA in scoring defense, allowing just 56 points per contest. Drexel is going to try and slow down JMU and dictate the pace of the game, a tough task for sure. Drexel packs a 1-2 punch with Sarah Curran and Rachel Pearson, but Jamila Thompson has been playing very well in conference games. She's coming off a monster outing against UNCW, so look for her to be a factor on Sunday.
Now here's a look at the rest of this week's action around CAA women's basketball.
Experience the action of the 2015 CAA Women's Basketball Championship, March 12th to 15th at the Showplace Arena in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Visit CAAsports.com for tickets and championship info.
CAAsports.com has all the television clearance information you need for this week, and CA.TV, again, will be home for Comcast Sportsnet's coverage of JMU and Drexel Thursday night, along with Saturday's contest on CSN with William and Mary at Towson and Drexel at Delaware. CA.TV will also simulcast American Sports Network's broadcast of Saturday night's men's basketball contest between Elon and James Madison. And of course, CASports.com will have all the information you need regarding links to live stats, video, and audio coverage.
You can also follow the league on Facebook and Instagram by searching CAA Sports, or follow us on Twitter at CAA Basketball using the hashtag CAA Hoops. And don't forget, you can purchase your tickets right now for the men's and women's basketball championship at CAAsports.com/tickets.
The CA.TV crew will be making their on-campus debut this weekend as they head to Delaware. I know you are excited for your first trip with Alex Souza and Tim McDonald, aren't you, Kelly?
Yes, sir. Road trip.
Oh, yeah. Well, the 3 of them will be in Newark this weekend, so stay tuned to CASports.com and the official CA men's and women's basketball blogs, Hoop Scoop, and Baseline Buzz for highlights, analysis, and tune in next Wednesday for our In Focus feature on the Blue Hens. On that note, Kelly, enjoy your first road trip to Delaware and hope you make it back next week.
I just hope I come back in one piece, Bobby.
That's going to be a tough task. Thank you for tuning in, fans, and we will see you next Thursday for another edition of CA Hoops Weekly presented by Under Armour.